Okay. So I've attempted Pierre one time. It did not go very well, but I got close to killing him. Oh, excuse me. And if the boss works the way that I believe it does, then I should actually have no trouble killing him now. So that's going to be my goal for today. Get myself the pants. That will give me the 3 set, which is an extra 50 attack power, which would be nice. It's also going to be a little more IED and more stat, so it's definitely something that I need to get. Vellum, on the other hand, I could probably kill Vellum if I tried. I really do think I could, but I'm just going to take it one step at a time. Maybe in a couple days, I'll give Vellum a real shot. Maybe? I have the buff freezers for it, so I'm not, I believe that at this point, with 11.2k stat and the other stats that I have, it would be a rough fight, but I could probably do it. One of the other problems that I run into is the investment that it's going to take to make a Fafnir weapon better than my Sweetwater weapon is pretty significant. And let me take a look at the Fafnir Katana real quick. 164 base weapon attack, which is less than the Sweetwater Katana. So the real benefit to the Fafnir Katana would be the better flame, which means I could get a higher tier attack flame, putting the attack up above the Sweetwater Katana pretty easily. Plus an extra 30% boss damage, which would put me at 195%. So Fafnir is definitely worth getting. It's not like I'm gonna skip it. It's just, God, I need to spend a lot more time with this class because I just don't get it, you know? There's so much to it that I don't understand. And it's the kind of class where if you spend too much time away from it and you kind of become rusty at its mechanics, it kind of starts to feel like a shit show. This class requires a lot more skill than I would have thought. I've said this a couple times, but in bossing, oh my god. To you Hayato mains out there, good fucking job. Good fucking job, because this class is not easy. I've played easy classes. Easiest class I've ever played is Mihail. And I say that, but I think that might be because of the amount of time I spent with Mihail that it seems really easy to me. But goddamn, I know that the learning process for Mihail was not as hard as this learning process is for Hayato. So, I have a newfound respect for Hayato mains that I probably honestly didn't have before, but damn, you guys really, you got a pretty tough class to work with here, and I think it has a medium high skill floor, and I think it probably has a really high skill ceiling as well. For all the complaining that I do about feeling weak and this and that and whatever, it really just comes down to me not being skilled enough at the class to do well. I don't know, that didn't work at all. To be completely honest with you, I just want to clear Pierre and then never touch him again until I can like one-shot him. Because this boss is so annoying and I don't know how to kill him, so let's figure it out. I did it. Oh my god, it was awful. I hate this boss. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the pants. Hopefully. Yeah, we got the pants. Oh my god, dude. I am not touching this boss again for a long time, but I figured out a strategy. It took a little bit of time to get to that point. I fucking did it. Where's the game audio? Oh, I think I muted everything, didn't I? Yeah, I muted everything. Right, that makes sense. I thought I unmuted it, but I actually muted it. Okay. Oh my god, dude. That was so stressful. But now, after far too much time, we have earned a pair of pants on our own. No help from anyone. I feel pretty good about that. Let's go upgrade these a little bit. I'm gonna throw some cubes or some flames on it. Cubes and flames. See if I can get something good. If that was strength. If only that was strength, man. If only. That would have been such a good flame. All right, let's head to... I think I'm just gonna head to the general store and do stuff there. Oh my god, man. So, the secret, what I eventually ended up doing was... Let me see if I can go over. You saw the fight. You saw how it went. I probably cut out a lot of it, but let me see if I can go over what my thought process was and what I was doing in that fight. For any of you Hayatos out there who are trying to solo Pierre as well. My stat's pretty good. It's not amazing, but basically what I did was I was able to no-split him by... Oh god, it was such a fucking pain in the ass. It's such a pain in the ass method. So basically, what ends up happening is you have to keep... or try to keep as many stacks of Phantom Blade up as possible. For a long time, I was sitting at 5 stacks and spamming Falcon's Honor to try and keep 200 sword energy on me at all times. If I got really low on the timer and I was the same color hat as him, I would just throw a Phantom Blade out at him anyway, because my thought process was keeping this Phantom Blade is more important than the like 10% healing or so. I'm not sure how much a hit does, but it's a lot. It's but it's worth the amount of healing that it incurred onto him. And then I just slowly would whittle him down. Every so often I would have to throw out a Phantom Blade at a same color hat, which would bring his health back up, so I'd have to whittle him down again. Once I got the red hat while he was blue, then I just went brazy on him. I popped God of Blades and Princess's Vow. Keep in mind, he was probably at 40 to 50% HP at this point, which is not the ideal spot for him to be at, but that was probably the best I could do because of the fact that I had to keep up Phantom Blade, and I was constantly healing him, and then bringing his health back down, and then healing him again because Phantom Blade was expiring, and I needed to keep Phantom Blade up, so then I had to bring his health back down again. In a perfect world, you would probably want to just focus. Here's what I would probably do different if I was going to do that fight again. I would get his health down to right before split phase. And then I would just drop all my Phantom Blade stacks. I would farm sword energy with Falcon's Honor until I could use all 5 Phantom Blades at once at the same time, or immediately after each other, I suppose. And then what I would do once I had 1,000 sword energy is I would wait for the red hat while he was blue, and then I would throw out 5 Phantom Blades as quick as possible, pop a Zonko as well. Keep in mind, this is when he's blue and I'm red. Then I would pop Zonko. I would cancel Zonko with Instant Slice, and then throw out as many more Phantom Blades as I can, which would be 3 more I think I could use. I think I'd be able to use 3 more. Of course, this would be after popping my 2 burst buffs as well. So I'd pop the burst buffs, throw out the 5 Phantom Blades, use Zonko, cancel Zonko, throw out 3 more Phantom Blades. That's the best thing I could figure. That's the best way I could figure out to approach this boss. And the only kind of like burst that I could figure out how to do. So it might be a little jank, but it worked. And these are the stats that I had when I killed him, so I don't know. Regardless, I have cleared Pierre. And what this means is now I have 3 set CRA, and the only boss I need to worry about moving forward is going to be Vellum. Vellum is not a bullshit boss that has terrible mechanics. So for Vellum, it's mostly just going to be a matter of me getting good at the fight. Like I said, I think I have the damage and stats to kill Vellum. With his 300% PDR and my 94% IED, I'll be suffering an 18% damage penalty, I think. 18% final damage? Is that how that works? 18% final damage penalty applied after all of my positive damage effects are applied. I'm not 100% sure how that works, but I think basically I'm going to be doing 18% less damage to him. And that's not bad. I mean, that's actually pretty good. So I think what I'll probably do is tomorrow I'll do my daily totem, and then I will probably later on in the day try to clear Vellum, because I need to clear Vellum this week, because I'm not going to get 15 pieces this week. In one kill, rather. I'm not going to get 15 pieces in one kill. It'll take at least 2 kills to get 15 pieces. So I need to kill him this week in order to try and optimize my time spent. It's not absolutely vital that I do so. It's just the kind of thing where I should probably kill him this week if I can. So that's the plan for now. But for this current moment in time, the plan is to get a good flame on these pants. So let's see if I can make something happen. Now, flame score, I'm not sure exactly what flame score I'm looking for the pants. 20 strength and 6% all stat is 68 flame score, which is not very good. That's not very good. I think I'm gonna re-roll that. That might have been a mistake. That might have honestly been a mistake, but I'm gonna take the gamble here in this instance. Ugh. All right, I'm gonna have to cut into my my Mihail funds as well, unfortunately, which I'm not excited to do because those are supposed to be saved up for my Ilium's Fairy Heart. So that kind of sucks, but yeah, do what you gotta do. Would love a decent roll. 48 and 5 plus 3 attack power. There it is. That's the roll I was hoping for. That is a solid flame on this. Next up is going to be getting it E-potted, and I think I'll probably just go grab the I'll probably just grab the E-pot scroll from here. It's 300 coins, which I don't love, but it's fine. Let me get out of this map. Next on, please stop making maps where your inputs are heavily delayed or sometimes just don't go through. Like, please, guys, please stop doing that. It's so annoying. All right, we're looking for 9% strength on this, and I'm not going to settle for 6. I'm only going to accept 9% or higher. Because, you know, if I get 3 lines of stat, I'm not going to complain. I need to hop on my Ilium and grab my occult cubes, though, because they're all on this character. Oh, my God, you guys... If you were part of my Discord... You know just how much stress I've been under the past, like, 2 hours that I've been trying to do this fight. It's been awful. But I'm tired as hell. I'm really tired. But I just could not bring myself to go to sleep. I couldn't let Pierre win. I had to beat him before I could sleep. I got my pants, I got my victory, I got my reward. And I feel good now. I don't feel great because I still think that boss is really poorly designed. You have to burst him down or have good iframes. And I think the iframe strat is kind of stupid. But yeah, I still don't like that boss one bit. I think it's really dumb. So it's a victory, but it's kind of a hollow victory because I really don't feel good about it. All right, 9% strength. Let's do this. It's 500,000 mesos to re-roll this thing every single time. It's absurd. So yeah, oh hey, 9% strength. That was really fast. I'm sitting here thinking about like how would I approach Pierre like effectively, knowing that I have the power to kill him. I think what I said earlier is what I would do. I would get him down just below, maybe 5% above split HP. Farm up 1,000 sword energy, not worrying about keeping Phantom Blade up because that just complicates things. I would farm up to 1,000 while he's at like 35% HP or whatever it is. Then I would get red hat, he would get blue. I would throw 5 Phantom Blades on him really quickly. I would pop my burst buffs, throw 5 Phantom Blades on him, pop Zonko, cancel Zonko with instant slice, and then throw 3 more Phantom Blades out. That I think is going to be your best bet for bursting Pierre. I can't think of a better strategy unless you were able to accumulate and able to throw in Summer Rain there maybe, but because you can always use Sudden Strike Summer Rain, and that's almost instant. That's a really fast, like watch how fast this is before I can move. So I'm moving, instant slice Summer Rain, I'm moving again. And that's a lot of damage to throw out that quickly. So maybe you could throw that in there as well. I stand by everything that I said when I was pissed off earlier. I stand by Pierre being a terribly designed boss. And I definitely, absolutely 100% stand by Hayato being a very skill-based class. You really have to know what you're doing. And you have to be on top of your execution as well. It's not enough to just know what you're doing. You also have to be able to cancel all these skills. You have to know where something like Hitokiri Strike is going to take you horizontally. I mean, like, oh my god. And like, if I were to press Zonko, let me show you one huge mistake that could happen in this theoretical burst situation that I came up with for Pierre. If I press Zonko and I don't press instant strike at the right time, I'm locked in the Zonko animation for maybe 2 more seconds, I think. And that is going to be enough time for him to split, and you're going to most likely, I can't say for sure, but you're going to most likely miss out on those last 3 Phantom Blades. So yeah, it's this class is absurd, dude. I can't believe how much skill this class requires to play effectively. So again, Hayato mains out there. I'm impressed. All right, let's equip these bad boys and get our hard-earned damage boost and strength increase, bringing us up to 12,500 strength. Now, the next goal is going to be Chaos Vellum. Chaos Vellum is a big milestone, as you all know, because he is the key to unlocking our Fafnir weapon. It feels so good to have this slot filled, by the way. My god. He's the key to unlocking our next weapon, which will be better than the Sweetwater Katana. And to anyone who's wondering, no, you cannot transfer Sweetwater to Fafnir. Fafnir is level 150, I believe, and Sweetwater is 160. So you can't transfer Sweetwater to Fafnir, which kind of sucks. But, you know, we're not going to forget this Sweetwater Katana because it's carried us pretty far. It's put in a lot of work. But, oh man, we just got to focus on Vellum. That's it. Once I get Vellum unlocked, once I get Vellum cleared and get access to my Fafnir weapon, that's an extra 30% boss damage plus whatever extra stats I get from the Fafnir Katana. I forget what it's actually called. Fafnir Ravenwing, I think is the name of it. And that its base attack is lower than the Sweetwater Katana, but again, flames make up for that greatly. So, and plus the set effect will give us an extra 30% boss. So even if we equal our Sweetwater Katana, we'll still have an extra 30% boss, which will be a huge step forward towards the next important boss that I want to clear after Vellum, and that is going to be either Chaos Papulatus, who is not actually locking us from progression, so I don't know if I'm going to include him in the progression series. I think because Papulatus doesn't have any kind of, like I said, he's not blocking you from progression in any way. There's nothing locked behind Papulatus that's significant besides the Papulatus mark, which is kind of mid-game gear anyway. And we're not even close to mid-game yet. So because of that, Chaos Papulatus is not really what I would consider like a progression type of boss. I think the next important boss on the list, you know, Akachi is also not a progression boss because his weapon is, if I remember correctly, the set is better than CRA, but it's definitely not worth. The difference between being able to clear Vellum and being able to clear Lotus is not that big. Like, maybe I could probably start attempting Lotus at 15k strength and probably clear him at that point. Meanwhile, Akachi is probably like a 13k, 14k maybe type of boss. Princess No is kind of progression based, but not really, because like the difference between this and the Princess No Kodachi is very minor, so there's really not a huge amount of stuff locked behind Princess No. So really the progression from here on out is going to be clearing Chaos Vellum, moving on to Lotus, who will then unlock everything, all the Abso pieces except the shoulder piece, I believe, because I think Damien unlocks the overall, the helmet, and the shoulder. And we only, of those three pieces, the only one we need is the shoulder. Lotus unlocks, or Damien also has access to weaponry, but Lotus has the weapons as well, but also unlocks shoes, gloves, and cape. So Lotus is going to be far more important for us because we can get 4 set Abso from him alone. Damien will come later. And that is pretty much the road map for this character moving forward. I'm going to keep doing my daily totems. I get about 60 to 70% EXP per totem, depending on how much attention I'm paying. So we're looking at, like I think I mentioned this a little while ago, but we're looking at about a week to reach the level goal, which will help. The Esfera symbol will help as much as it possibly can. And then, I don't want to wait that long to kill Vellum. I think I'm going to try to kill Vellum this week. I think 12.5k stat is good enough. Plus, look at my IED now. Oh my god, that extra 5% IED actually made a huge difference somehow. No? Oh, right, no, I'm in the wrong stance. I always forget that. Okay, so it didn't make a huge difference, but it did make a difference. But stats-wise, we're doing fine. It's really just a matter of me doing what I need to do to clear Chaos Vellum, and I don't think Chaos Vellum is that hard of a boss. I spent a long time learning it on my Mihail, but obviously there's a lot of differences between a Mihail and a Hayato, so this is gonna be a hell of a thing. I'm gonna keep doing Arcarium every day, try and get that Dominator pendant to replace this Chaos Horntail necklace, and at some point I need to get into the habit of doing Commercy every day on this character as well. I'm sorry, this clip is getting pretty long. I'm just kind of rambling. I'm very happy I was able to kill Pierre, because Pierre, ever since I started this game, has been a major pain in my ass. I've never been able to kill him on my own outside of just having like really strong burst, like Mihail's Light Force Ray skill. A lot of you don't know what that skill is, but it is a basically a huge nuke that goes off instantly. You press your burst skill button, and then you press that same button again, and it just decimates anything that gets in front of you. And that skill is ridiculously powerful. It's ridiculously powerful. I mean, it's the only way, to give you an example, it's the only way that I can hit over 1 billion damage in Bara using my Ring of Restraint and all the other stuff that I have. It's the only way I can hit over 1 billion damage on my Mihail in Bara right now. So, yeah. I apologize for this clip being so long. I feel really good about the progress that I've made today because it was hard fought. I feel like I earned it. So, thank you guys so much for sticking with me throughout this journey. We got a lot more to come, though. Vellum, I'm coming after you next, bud. Alright, good morning, gamers. So, I was browsing the subreddit, which is something I actually don't do often. Wow, that was loud. I don't browse the subreddit often, but I was browsing it this morning, right after I woke up just a little while ago, and I found out that there is an item that drops from Ninja Castle, the Hinomaru fan. This is a wand anvil. This is a wand anvil that I have wanted on my Explorer Magician for literally years. And for the longest time, nobody knew that it dropped from Kunoichi in Ninja Castle. The last known drop table that it was a part of was, oh god, the Haunted Mansion drop, the Haunted Mansion mobs, like the crows, the skeletons, the jesters, those guys, if you remember those monsters. Those were like the last confirmed drop table mobs for the Hinomaru fan. But this whole time, they've dropped from Kunoichi's and we've just never known. So I'm going to take a little bit of time here to head over to Ninja Castle and grab that Hinomaru fan, because I am well aware that staves are superior to wands for any class that has the option of using either a wand or a staff. The only class I can think of where a wand is superior is Lara. So I know that. I'm well aware of that. You don't have to tell me that. Okay? I like wands because I just like them. I like the anvils more. So I'm using wands. And I've never really gone over this character before, but she's kind of decked out already. But it's funny because she has better items and lower stat than my Hayato. So that's an interesting thing to consider. But I guess it's also worth noting that her arcane force is very, very low. Anyway, I'm going to head over to Ninja Castle and I'm going to start grinding for these monsters. I'm going to grind these monsters for the drop, is what I'm trying to say. I don't have any pets, dude. Do I really not have any pets? No, they're on a different character. All right, let me go grab my pets and then I'll do this, because I mentioned it a couple times throughout this series where I've been kind of teasing the idea of making my bishop into a fire poison mage, and not this character, and using that as a boss mule. And it's definitely something I want to do in the future, but there's so much to do. I could probably, it's been a little over a month since the Hayato was started. It's been a little over a month. And I think I took about 5 or so days off from playing the class, but I think we're probably looking anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. Well, no, that's kind of super optimistic. We'll say 8 weeks, 2 months, to get a character from 0 to Lomian. I feel like that's realistic for me right now. I might be able to do it faster on the next character I have planned, but we'll have to see. Because grinding from 1 to 235 is not that hard. It really does start to slow down significantly at about 225. So, you know, there's that to consider. But let's see, do you happen to just sell it? No. See, they don't sell it. They don't sell the thing that I'm looking for. They do have Shinobi bracers, which I should probably grab one of these on my Night Lord. Though I'm not allowed to play Night Lord. I was told I'm not allowed to play Night Lord, so I actually can't do that even if I wanted to. Right, yeah, so we still have about 3.5 weeks left before the 2-month mark on the Hayato is reached. And I would like to... I'll definitely be 235 by that point, especially considering that I'm doing a totem a day and I'm almost already 235. It's just... there's a lot of time gating. So what I might end up doing, and there's a couple options here. I could either take the Hayato when she's 235. I could take the Hayato and, you know, I should really be doing dailies on this character. Sorry, I'm all over the place. When the Hayato is 235, I could go on the Ilium and focus on the Ilium for a while. That's something I could do. Or I could just start another boss meal. This is something I'm gonna have to think about myself. I don't know why I'm pontificating here in a video, but right, I'm gonna go do this grind, and I'll get back to you guys when I find what I'm looking for. All right, guys, so I just did a test run of Vellum, and he's not going to be that hard to kill. The biggest problem, literally every single one of my deaths were from getting hit by the tails, because when you're in quick draw stance or the bossing stance, I think it's called quick draw stance, the little stupid aura around your character blocks Vellum's tail indicators really, really well. So I'm going to have a hard time learning how to avoid those, because I'm going to have to learn the timings pretty tightly and watch very closely for them, but hey, there's a good opportunity to get better at Vellum. But even when I died out 4 times in a row on my very first attempt, because I didn't realize how the tails spawned, because on Mihail, you literally just block one of them and you're good to go for a while. And because I didn't realize that, I ended up dying out, but I got like 40% of his health down with ease, so I don't think this will be too hard. I can definitely clear Vellum today, but I have about 1 billion mesos, and what I want to do is reset my inner abilities so I actually have something useful, because this whole time that I have had this Hayato, I have gotten garbage trash lines, and of course there it is, the 20% boss damage that I was looking for. So all of these miracle circulators are kind of gone to waste. Let's see if maybe I can get... is attack 30 better than... I don't think attack 30 is going to be better than boss damage. Well, hey, go figure. I should have bought a lot less than I actually did. That's my bad. Oh well. Doesn't matter. So I'm going to be attempting Vellum... probably for, I don't know, I don't think Vellum's going to be as difficult as Pierre was, because Pierre, I required a very specific strategy. Vellum's strategy is literally just avoid the tails, deal as much damage as you can, and you're good. You know, just survive, basically. So it's going to take a little bit of practice, but I'll be able to do it. So I will see you guys once I've cleared Vellum. And we will hopefully at that point have, well, we're not going to get enough pieces for the weapon. That's just a straight up fact. It sucks, but it's a fact. We're not going to get all the pieces that we need. but we will eventually. I think next week. I think on average it takes 2 weeks. I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna be doing this for a little while, and I will. I'll update you guys once I have. Well, once I've killed him, probably, because I don't think there's any other interesting information between now and then. So, yeah, I'll see you guys then. Let me make sure I'm equipping the right gear too. All right. It's been a couple. I've done a couple practice attempts. I'm definitely getting closer. Every time I'm whittling him down like 20% more HP. So, you know, it's really just a matter of surviving. I think I might have said that already, but real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and open all of these nodes to try and maybe get another level or two on Iaijutsu, because that skill is just so goddamn important. And I'm actually finding that it is really easy to keep that skill up at 5 stacks on this boss, because he just pokes his head out so much, and you can charge up your sword energy on the tails. So, yeah, I really gotta stop getting hit by the damn rocks. That's the biggest problem I'm running into right now. And I was thinking, you know, maybe it would be worth keeping Hitokiri's strike off of cooldown so I have a second iframe, because I'm using my first iframe kind of as burst whenever he pops his head up. So, well, pops his head up and does the fireball attack. So I don't know exactly what I want to do there. I think I'm going to go ahead and throw Air to Nova down, though. So I already got 2 Phantom Blade nodes. That's really good. Let's go set these up. Get myself a little more damage on Phantom Blade, because Phantom Blade is getting close to maxed. It's got 6 levels, I think. 6 levels after I'm done with it in a minute here. You know, more levels on Shinsoku would also help. I'm not going to complain about that. But yeah, I think it's worth sacrificing the damage for the survivability. Because I'm not doing a small amount of damage. I'm not doing so little damage that I have to really seriously optimize everything. I'm doing okay damage. I can kill him in probably under 10 minutes with ease. But Sudden Strike, Hitokiri, and Shinsoku. I don't know if I want to keep that. Whatever. I'm more interested in getting Phantom Blade nodes, so let's make some Phantom Blades. I can make 4. That might get me to, yeah, that'll get me to 20. Nice. So we have 5 more levels on Phantom Blade before it is maxed. And now we're getting 20%, so 100% extra final damage for 30 seconds. That's good. That's really good. 5 more. 5 more levels, and we are done with Phantom Blade. Ridiculous, this skill. Absolutely ridiculous. All right, back to Vellum attempts. Suck on that, Vellum. You ain't nothing compared to Pierre, bro. I didn't have my drop familiar out, but I got 11 pieces, so we're like 100% guaranteed weapon after weekly reset. So there you go, guys. Vellum taken care of. That ended up being a lot easier than I thought. It really, really did come down to just surviving, and you gotta respect the tails. That's the biggest takeaway that I got from that. You gotta respect the tails and the rocks. because those two will be the only things that can reasonably kill you. And also make sure you stay behind Vellum at all times. Yeah, really, that was like nothing compared to Pierre. It took 2 real attempts and like 4 practice attempts. I did get very close to dying, but you know, that's how it goes. I think it should be a good bit easier next week, because if you notice in that whole fight, I completely forgot that I even had the option to burst. So I'm thinking a good time to burst on him would be when he's doing fireballs, or a safer time would probably be when he's doing the laser attack across the map. So yeah, that was pretty easy. I am happy to have cleared that milestone. We still need to get our Fafnir weapon. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to do that till next week. Not a huge deal, but yeah, that was a lot easier than I expected. Thank you for the charm EXP, by the way, bro. All right, so one thing that could probably be improved on this character is my secondary and maybe my emblem. Emblem is pretty good. I don't think emblem's doing too bad right now. But since the secondary is legendary, I kind of want to roll for good lines on it. That being said, 30% boss and 30% IED they're both good lines. So I don't really know that I'm missing out on that much. I think it would probably be a better investment of my time and mesos right now is going to be getting the gear that I currently have up to 9% stat. So do I have cubes? I have quite a bit of cubes. I could probably get like 2 items to 9%. My CRA stuff's already there, so I'm gonna take this opportunity to increase my stat just a little bit to hopefully make that next week's Vellum run a little more, a little less painful, I guess. Anyway, we're at 12.6 thousand stat right now. I'm gonna go ahead and cube this stuff and see what we get to. I hate this song. 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 I hate. There's 9% strength. That gives us a little under 100 extra strength. So that's about equivalent to a an arcane symbol level. Of course, this does get multiplied, so like it'll scale better long term. But yeah, that's the first item that I wanted to do. Looking at the gear, I only have 2,000. I only have 2,000 coins right now, so I can't really. I was kind of waiting to save up until I got enough to buy all 100 Event Ring Meister cubes, and then going for 2 3-line stat legendary on one of my rings. But I think I'll just do the glove for now. Try to get 9% on this. All right, there's 9% strength on the glove. Again, that's a little under 100. I think that's like 85 strength gained from that. So I'm gonna do the boots next. We're not replacing these boots until we can clear Lotus. So we're gonna hold on to these for a little while. Plus, I am going to transfer these directly over to the Abso pieces anyway. So getting good potentials on them is still worth our investment here. Now, if I get good RNG, I might be able to get another piece. Ooh, I might be able to get a final piece up to 9% as well. So let's do the same thing with the cape. Come on, good RNG. I have 100 cubes. I think luck is on my side here. All right, I'm gonna settle for this. 17 base stat and then 6% strength is. It's not as good, but overall, that was like a 300-ish strength damage increase, which is good. So, the Royal Von Leon set is level 130. Absolab gear is, I believe Absolab gear is Well, let me actually check, because I think Absolab gear should be 160, right? Let me just go to Haven and take a peek. Right, so, for example, the gloves that we're going to be getting are level 160, so that's a 30 level difference. And that makes things a little complicated. So what we have to do is we have to take our level 130 gear, we have to Star Force it. It's probably not worth going beyond 16. I probably just want to go to 16 stars on these, then transfer to Pinselier, which is 140, 16 star that. Transfer the Pinselier over to the Root Abyss pieces. Is there? I don't think there's a Root Abyss cape though. Well, there's the Root Abyss shoes, so we have the shoes at least. But also, if we look over at the black market here, take a look at this shop. We have antique root gloves. So I need to actually get on top of doing Magnus a little more. These gloves are not superior, so you can transfer them. So this will be our way of getting the gloves over to Abso. But the cape, I don't think we have an option for the cape. Am I wrong in thinking that? Let me check one last place. It might be Critias. It might be Critias that has the thing that I'm looking for. So let me take a quick peek. Where the hell am I going, dude? Marketplace? Critias coin shop. Oh, we got a shoulder. That's cool. I wonder why these have never been meta. These are superior gloves. No, it doesn't look like we have a whole lot. Yeah, you know what? Hold on a second. How many coins can you get? I don't think I can get 12 coins from, I don't think I can get 12 of these little coins from 1 week of weeklies, but if I could get a Chaos Vellum reset ticket, that would actually allow me to get, I should have thought about this way sooner, dude. Oh my god. Okay. So I don't think we have an option for the cape. Unless I'm missing something that I can, like, smith. Let me look up level 150 cape, Maple Story. I don't think there's a level 150 cape. Oh! Okay, there are 2 options. All right. We looked it up, we got the answer we're looking for. Chaos Zakum drops a 150 cape, and we can also get it from Hard Ranmaru. It doesn't even matter, as long as we just get a cape drop from Hard Ranmaru, it doesn't actually even matter what class it's for, because cape is a cape. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That old adage. Let me just kill him real quick. All right, well, no cape today, but this is a daily boss, and this will be the way that we get our Royal Von Leon cape over to Abso cape eventually. Now, the question becomes, is it worth saving the cost of 15 starring 3 pieces of Abso? And I'm gonna go ahead and stop that train of thought, because the answer is absolutely 100% yes. Transferring these, even if it takes 3 steps, is going to be cheaper than 15 starring Abso lap gear. I'm very confident in that. I'm not 100% in it. So let me do a little bit of research on the Critias weeklies and see if maybe there's a chance that I can get a Vellum reset ticket. Because if I can go ahead and get my Fafnir weapon, like, this week. I'm not gonna put too much effort into it because it seems like it might not be worth it. Just wait. I still have to get to 235 anyway, and the longer it takes me to... If I wait to fight Vellum again, I'm gonna be stronger the next time I fight him, so it will be easier. So, we'll just see. If it's something that I could do relatively easily, like it takes no effort to get the 12 coins for the reset tickets, then yeah, maybe I'll do it. But I'm gonna look that up and I will get back to you guys. I really wish I had thought of this sooner. This is definitely something I'm gonna be doing for my next boss mule. Absolutely 100%. I need to make sure I remember to do this so that I can get the Fafnir weapon in 1 week. All right, so looking at the stats, it looks like we need 700 anti-magic for 1 Anheim coin. This means that we need 8,400 anti-magic to get the 12 that we need. How much do you get from the weeklies? 3 quests that give 600, a 4th quest that gives 1,200, and a 5th quest that gives you an anti-magic stone. All right. Well, this is interesting. This is very interesting because what I'm reading is it is absolutely 100% possible for me to farm enough to get the Vellum reset ticket. The question now becomes, is this what I want to spend my time doing? Because the alternative would be maybe I go do another totem and get to level 233. That's not a huge priority. That's not a huge priority, but I don't know. I don't know if this is worth it. Well, I think I'll go ahead and... God damn, I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna go get some food and then I'll think about it and come to a decision later.